Welcome, Cancer. It's your summer solstice deep dive video for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. June the 21st is going to see a huge energy reset. Sun rolls into your zodiac sign, but also we have cardinal quadrant 2 beginning, a backdrop of energy which will last for the next 3 months. Because Western tropical astrology, like I practice, is based on the seasons. So in the north, it is the longest day. In the south, of course, it's the winter solstice and the shortest day. But Western tropical astrology is a Mediterranean construct. So, what will it mean for you personally, Cancer? On the screen is your event chart. I'm going to unpack this for you. And by the end of the forecast, you'll have a clear picture of what the next 3 months holds in terms of your vitality, work, relationships, or finances. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. But please also click or tap the bell notification symbol. The sun moving into your zodiac sign, of course, is a water energy. So very much to do with intuition, protectiveness, and being in touch with our emotions. But for you, it is the first house. And the really big story is the sun's leaving the 12th house, which can be a time of deep reflection. It can be a time of endings. It can be a time when we feel much less sociable. It can be a time when we feel perhaps more insecure. But this year, because Uranus has also been in the sign of Gemini, perhaps you've also been feeling really quite restless, but finding it very hard to understand exactly why. Now, Uranus's energy is not going to instantly dissipate. It's still in a T square with the nodal axis. So if you're thinking about or talking about particularly the things that really inspire you, there may be some sensitive issues that still may not be completely processed. But that's life, isn't it? But what you will find is the sun moving into your sign brings you into the moment in terms of your physical energy. The first house has a flavor of Aries. It can be about new beginnings. It can be about our body, but it's going to give you a much greater sense of self-possession. Now, of course, Jupiter has been with you for just under 13 months. It hasn't always been easy because of that initial square off with Saturn. But on this event, this is why the energy is just going to pour into you, Cancer, which is so wonderful because Mars, the planet of action, in the 11th house of friendship and your long-term plan, and the newly arrived Chiron, they're both forging fabulous link to the players in Cancer. Chiron in a perfect sextile to the sun. If there has been some fair weather friends that have shown up recently, you've been really quite upset by some of the people who may not have been as devoted or supportive as they could have been. There's going to be new people heading your way. Also, Mars in that fabulous link to Mercury and Jupiter gives you a chance to come into a leading role in any network where you feel really, truly part of it. Also, your ruler, the moon, links back brilliantly to Mars, but also to Jupiter and Mercury. And that's in the part of your scope very much to do with how you express yourself. So much to love here, really, truly. Challenges, well, Neptune does continue at the top of your chart and is going to be squaring up with the sun, particularly over the next week or so. So just be aware that over these next 3 months, trying to really make a clear decision on what you want to do around a professional or worldly matter may still prove to be a little bit elusive and may take quite a lot of patience. But you can get there. Now, if you're a very creative person or you're doing something that really feeds your soul purpose, the sun's fabulous link to the nodal axis can help you to tune into that. So I think that can be very helpful. But one of the things that I feel the shift of energy really works for you so well around is 12th house energy can be anxious, It can make us insecure. It can see us thinking a lot about the past. It can show up people, like I mentioned, who aren't necessarily particularly loyal. It could be that something has come to a close recently for you. Uranus in the 12th house could be about sudden separations. It may be that old memories or old people have been really showing up recently, but now you get a chance to really seize the tiller of your life direction in a firmer way and drive things forwards much more on your terms. I'm going to summarize those areas of vitality, work, relationships, and finances next, Cancer. But just the South slashed the price of my personal horoscope reports. For many years, it was buy two, get 30% off. Now it's buy one and get three. Why? Because of the cost of living increases. And I want to make these as accessible as possible. So the chart you buy is your life roadmap report, which helps us to understand the patterns that play out in our lives, get a more intimate understanding of those energies. Three, your 12 months transit forecast helps you to time your moves, but also your draconic soul analysis, which helps us to look at astrology, life for ourselves in a very different but potentially profound way. Please see the link below for more. If you've yet to watch your Jupiter No More Blocks video, which has had an enormous amount of traffic, please check that out. And also your Gemini New Moon video by clicking on the eye on the screen. If you'd like to work with me one-to-one, Cancer, it would be an absolute pleasure. Please check out my testimonials below. And if you've yet to sign up for your free daily written horoscope, fired to your device each morning for your early day celestial pit stop, please see that below too. So when it comes to your energy, Uranus does continue in that 12th house. If there are things that are outstanding, let's say, from your past, or things you're not quite sure of, or people you're not quite confident around, those energies can continue, unfortunately, to drain you. So I think the potential for nervous exhaustion is still there. But what you also get is an opportunity to offset that by taking action to do things around your fitness, but on your terms. So Mars is very energetic, it's linked with Jupiter, wonderful. So if you get together with a group of friends to play a sport together, like rounders, uh, tennis, anything which is connecting but also enables you to be very physically active, I think could be a really good thing. Financially, Venus, the planet of money, is in the sign of Leo, which can bring blessings, your grace, and the way you go about things. You're a brilliant manager of resources. It is in an opposition with Pluto, which could show up a situation over the next 3 months where someone offers you something that seems very tempting, but just be sure that there are no hidden catches. As far as your professional situation is concerned, Neptune at the top of your chart is brilliant if you're a creative. You produce video, film, photography, music, anything to do with the arts, absolutely fabulous. But if you're working in a more practical environment and also you're more of a natural bohemian, I would think again about whether what you're doing at the present time is really working for you, because Saturn's right at the top of your chart and will continue to ask some scrutinizing questions. As far as your uh, uh, as far as your relationships are concerned, well, that's an intriguing one because with Mars in that 11th house of friendship, and Chiron recently moved into that area too, but with Uranus in that 12th house, if you have gone through a separation and you're coming to terms, you may actually prefer at the present time to have a bit more you time. But if you are connecting to anyone in a group environment, I do think that could be a great way to meet someone new. But in a long standing relationship, you may find yourself having to take the initiative a little bit at the present time. But that's no bad thing. The whole thing about being cardinal Cancer is you are a leader. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a real pleasure being with you. All the best. and see you again soon.